All right, in this video, we are going to simplify these or evaluate these exponential expressions over here. We're going to do it without a calculator. Let's take a look at the first question over here. The first thing I want to do in these questions is I want to get rid of negative exponents outside the brackets if possible. So if I get rid of this negative exponent, this becomes 5 squared over negative 10 to the power of 4. Then I know that 5 squared is 25, and any negative number to an even exponent becomes positive because negative times negative times negative times negative is going to be positive. And 10 to the power of 4, that's just going to be 4 zeros because the number of zeros correlate with the exponent for 10 to the power of any number. Now, all I have to do is simplify this. So I can divide both these numbers by 25, but if that's a bit hard to tell, we can start by dividing by 5 first. So if I divide by 5, 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 10,000 divided by 5 is 2,000. And then I can divide by 5 again. So final answer will just be 1 over 400. Let's go to the second question over here. I have 16 to the power of negative 1 and 2 to the power of 5. So I want to get rid of this negative exponent first. So I'm going to rewrite this as 2 to the power of 5 over 16 to the power of positive 1. 2 to the power of 5 is just 32. And 16 to the power of 1 is 16. And I know 32 divided by 16 is just positive 2. Let's go to the third question here. In this question, I have a negative exponent in the top. I have a negative exponent in the bottom. I'm going to flip them both to make both the exponents positive. This is going to turn into negative 4 to the power of positive 1 divided by 12 to the power of positive 1. I move them both and change both the exponents. Negative 4 to the power of 1 is just negative 4. 12 to the power of 1 is just 12. And then negative 4 divided by 12, I can divide them both by 4. So this just simplifies to negative 1 over 3. Fourth question here, we have a negative exponent in the top. We also have a negative exponent in the bottom, but that's on the inside of the bracket. So the first thing I'll do in this question is I'll just multiply these two over here so that I can get rid of this bracket. So I'll just rewrite this as negative 9 to the power of negative 2, and this I will turn into 3 to the power of negative 2. Now I'll get rid of my negative exponents, so I'll flip both of these. This becomes 3 to the power of positive 2 over negative 9 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Negative 9 to the power of 2 is positive 81. And then 9 divided by 81, I can divide them both by 9. So this just simplifies to 1 over 9. Fifth question here, I have a negative exponent here, I have a negative exponent here, I have a negative exponent here. I'm going to get rid of all three of them. So this is going to turn into 1 over 8 to the power of 1. And this is going to flip into 4 to the power of 1 divided by 2 to the power of 3. 8 to the power of 1 is just 8. 4 to the power of 1 is 4, and 2 to the power of 3 is 8. I can simplify the 4 over 8 to just 1 over 2. And 1 times 1 is just 1, and 8 times 2 is 16. So my final solution is 1 over 16. And let's go to the last question over here. I have a positive exponent for this one, but I have negative exponents for these two. I'm going to get rid of these two negative exponents by only flipping these two. But this one stays the same, it stays in the top. So negative 5 to the power of 3, then negative 5 to the power of positive 2. I move this to the top. And on the bottom, I have negative 25 to the power of 1. Negative 5 to the power of 3, that's just negative 125. Negative 5 to the power of 2 is positive 25. And negative 25 to the power of 1 is just negative 25. Then I can cancel these two 25s, and I can also cancel these two negatives, and all I'm left with is 125.